What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Finally getting this Jesus Piece review out for you guys. I know it's been a long ass time. I'm really behind on videos right now. There's just a lot coming out and a lot that I want to talk about. So thank you guys for being so patient and for letting me finally get this video out for you guys. I'm really excited to talk about this album, bro. I was excited for this album. It's been like a few years since they dropped their last record. I think like 4 to be exact, 3 or 4, something like that. And their first record was so good, bro. Like, Jesus Piece is one of the best bands in hardcore, always has been. And I just feel like if you're like a genuine fan of like hardcore, especially like the newer generation of hardcore, you gotta fuck with Jesus Piece. And Black Frontman, you kidding me, bro? Shout out to all my niggas worldwide, bro. So obviously I was super excited for this new Jesus Piece album. I was a little bit skeptical, not because I've ever not liked anything that Jesus Piece put out, but because, like, you know, there's like that sophomore-itis that some artists end up falling into. Obviously, Jesus Piece, personally, in my opinion, is one of the greatest bands out right now. So I kind of knew that they were going to end up coming in full force, just guns blazing, just like ready. But I was not prepared for how crazy this album is. Like, I wasn't prepared for how all in they really went. Like, it's almost like they knew that people would be skeptical and they were just like, let's just blow them out of the water, because this is like everything that I love personally about Jesus Piece, but like on crack, like on every steroid in the world. It's fucking insane. Like, the drums, I mean, bro, I don't even know where to start. I for real don't even know where to start. I'm not really that prepared for this review, despite how long it's taken me. Just because like there's so much that I want to talk about in said review. I really want to start with the instrumentals, because you get that classic hardcore and that beat down, but you also get that like that homage, that like ode to like classic metalcore and like some blast beats, you know what I'm saying, in lieu of the hardcore. And then honestly, I feel like you kind of get some death metal vibes in there sometimes with this record. Like, not as much on their first record, but I feel like on this record they kind of salt bay some fucking death metal in there too, which I love, dude. I thought it was so great. These niggas really went all in on this record. The lyrics are so great, and I think they're really just like, I've always been attracted to writers who can just say what they feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not really a pressure to be poetic in your lyrics. You can genuinely just say how you feel. You can just like come out and say that shit. Like, you don't have to try to make it rhyme or try to make it sound pretty. You can just, niggas can just say what they feel, bro. Like, you can just say that. I loved how pretty much every song on here doesn't go past 5 minutes. It's just really tight. This album is tight as fuck, bro. Like, it flows so well together, and it's so tight. You can tell that they really put everything into it, that they took their time. Like, obviously, because it's been a few years, but like they really took their time to consider the composition and the flow of the record, and not just like, is it all bangers? Which it is, by the way. It's so heavy. Like, bro, it's so heavy. And I love it. I can't get enough of it. Me and my coworker have been talking about it for the past like 2 weeks, bro. Like 2 weeks we've been talking about this record. It's probably my favorite metal album of the year. Maybe. I do got another review coming out. But I just thought this was exactly what I wanted to hear from Jesus Piece, and more. Like, they completely blew me out of the water. I was not expecting this album to be as good as it was. I knew it was gonna be good, especially from like the singles that they released. Dude, oppressively heavy. Like, it's just so, the production just makes everything so much heavier, because the production is so crisp, so clean, but not overproduced, you know what I'm saying? They still got that Jesus Piece grit to them, which I think is super important. But at the same time, it's not overproduced. but you can tell that it's more mature. I love it. I think it's great. Number score? 9 out of 10. I know. That's a crazy score. I know. 9 out of 10. But hear me out. This is in contention for album of the year. I know. Hey, I'll make the rules. Why did that look like slightly racist? Whatever, bro. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this Jesus Peace album. I thought it was fucking amazing. 9 out of 10. If you haven't heard it yet, you're either deaf or out of your goddamn mind. You need to listen to this album. So Unknown by Jesus Peace. One of the best albums of the year. Definitely one of the best metal albums of the year. I got another metal album that I'm going to talk about. That Zulu record that came out. Super excited to talk about that. I got that review coming out. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss that. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of shit coming out for you guys. This album is so insane. This album is so fucking insane. Please, if you haven't heard it yet, listen to it. This album is fucking crazy. So, shout out to Jesus Peace. 9 out of 10. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all. Peace.